Bayern Munich are already champions in Germany. Harry Kane has finally lifted a trophy. Liverpool have won the Premier League with a couple games to go and decided to go on holiday in Dubai, whilst Arne Slot is seen in Ibiza enjoying his success. PSG have already won the Liga and could be winning the Champions League as well. What does all this mean? Well, we are at the end of another football season, and with that, closer to the transfer window. Fabrizio Romano is already working overtime, trying to catch all the newest deals. But as we all know, transfer windows can either make your season or break it. So today, we are focusing on players who have rumors circulating around them already by creating Rumours FC, placing it in the championship and trying to win it all with a team filled with players who are expected to leave their clubs. So this is Rumours FC, filled with players who have been generated by EA. Luckily, it's been given a starting budget of £50 million. But most importantly, who are the players right now that have tons of rumors circulating around them that many clubs want to sign instantly? So let's kick it off. Barcelona are sick and tired of Ter Stegen, and right now Juan Garcia from Espanyol, their city rivals, is apparently the #1 on their list. And guess what? Juan Garcia is the one to join our team as the first signing. But most importantly, I want you guys in this video to just talk about any of the signings I'm making and let me know how you feel about the transfer rumors surrounding them. Is that a player that is leaving your club, or is that a player that your club is actually interested in? How do you feel about it? But here he comes, Juan Garcia. I've been hearing a lot about this guy. I actually got him for 15 million plus the current goalkeeper I already had who was generated. So that's a good deal for us. 23 years old, 6'3" tall. He does have two playstyles, long ball pass and cross claimer. A goalkeeper with long ball pass, we all know what that means. This is going to be another one of those Spanish goalkeepers who is good with his feet and able to play out the back. And that is something that obviously Barcelona puts a lot of effort in. And yes, I have been following Barcelona in the past couple of years, and Ter Stegen, man, sometimes he is Ter statue. According to CaniSports Germany, Borussia Dortmund want to sign Job Bellingham, which is a bit crazy if you consider that obviously his brother played there, and that went well. Maybe they're trying to repeat it. So, Job, you are making it into Rumours FC, my friend. You are a big name and there are high expectations. Coming in for 6.9 million from Sunderland, and with that, obviously his rating is going to be quite decent as well. It is a 73. Straight into the starting 11 he goes. 6'3" tall with 4 very good play styles for a centre midfielder who could be box to box. And obviously the stats are quite decent anyways. Everything is above a 67. Job, obviously there are big expectations when it comes to him. His brother has been incredible, not just for Dortmund before, but now for Real Madrid and also the English national team. And you just gotta think of the amount of pressure this kid is feeling to live up to the name. Maybe he does, and especially if he does go to Borussia Dortmund, he might be able to follow a similar career path to his brother. He does have the physicality. It just will come down to, is he actually able to work just as hard as his brother? But as I am signing him, let me know of some of the transfer rumors that I might be missing out in this video, and let me know how you feel about them as well. I can't wait to read through them because I want to keep updating myself with all these news coming out. So next up is Jorel Hato from Ajax, who might have just bottled the league title in one of the last games of the season, conceding in the 99th minute. And the reason behind this signing is Liverpool and Chelsea are very interested in Hato, and I would assume many clubs are. For us, he comes in at 15 million plus Lewis Williamson, who was part of the team already, and he comes in at a rating of 77 into that left back position. He's 18 years old, 6 foot tall. So many scouts must have been watching this guy over and over again, realizing that he might just be a generational talent. He reminds me a lot of Guardiola in some sense, because he can play left back and centre back and even move into the midfield if necessary. I believe he had played 1 or 2 games at CDM. I could be wrong there and mixing it up, but Hato is exceptional on the ball. You can tell with all these play styles, he's such a solid player and probably most people's favorite left back to buy in FC25. But with that, we have drained the budget down to 6 million and we are done spending for now. Guess what? Our team has made it to the playoffs. Yes, so that means we didn't get first or second in the championship, but Part of the playoff finale against Norwich City. Bellingham up to a 77. Hato up to an 80. Is that enough for Premier League football? All the other players actually grown really nicely. Garcia's up to an 86. Bro, honestly, this new update, I don't know what they have done. The budgets that you get are terrible. But the players are growing so quickly. So you have some upside and then obviously some downside. But here we go. Premier League football? No, we're staying in the championship. 4-2 loss. Look at that. It was actually +6 growth this season for him. Hato +3. And as we go down to Job, it is a +4. And this season's top performer, it is Frankie Moore, who is a 31-year-old left wing. Actually, as I'm creating this club and everything, I feel like every time I create a club, I go ahead and get rid of all the players that were in it to begin with. How many times do you guys actually hold on to the players that you were given? That's something I never thought about, but I feel like I always get rid of them. New season and the budget is down to 43 million approximately. And so we are signing Jamie Bino Gittins. The Dortmund left winger is wanted by many of clubs in the Premier League. AFTV has even tweeted this out. Arsenal in serious negotiations to sign Jamie Bino Gittins. So he joins us at an 81 rating at the club now to take over the left wing spot. I put the other player who was in that position, the 31-year-old, into the deal, plus a bunch of money to get him. He is coming in at an 81, 20 years old, 5'10", rapid plus flair, quick step. Many people think that this could be that transfer to really spice it up on that left wing for Arsenal. Considering that Martinelli has been on and off so many times, bringing in competition there could be a good thing, even though obviously they already have Trossard, but Bino Gittins could easily develop into a player that holds down that position for many years to come. So I completely understand as to why Arsenal would be interested in a signing like this, especially considering he is English. I believe that also helps you with the whole homegrown rule, so that could be useful. And so with a swap deal plus money, Jonathan David from Lille is now joining Rumours FC because a bunch of them rumors are circulating around this guy, and specifically it is the rumor of him joining Napoli on a free, which makes so much sense. He comes in for 26.6 for and McCarthy on top of it. The reason why it makes sense is obviously Osimhen is going to be returning from Galatasaray and his loan deal there. Then they will probably sell him on. And then getting someone like Jonathan David on a free is a huge deal for Napoli, who are up there competing for the Serie A title, of course. So this is some deal, and I'm very interested to see what happens. For years, many clubs in the Premier League have been linked to him. I believe specifically West Ham was linked to Jonathan David multiple times over multiple years. But Napoli on a free deal would be a very good deal. And then they can go ahead and sell on Osimhen for tons of money, and Napoli is looking great again. Somehow we have ended up in the playoffs again, and it was only due to 1 point. Lads, we're up against Southampton. Please win this and put us into the Premier League. I mean, look at the stats. Garcia 88, Hato 85, Bellingham 81, Gittins 87, Jonathan David on an 86. Surely this is a Premier League team. Come on. We have won on penalties. How do you only win on pens? It's okay. We're through into the Premier League, finally. Initially, we had finished in the 3rd position with 97 points, just behind Wolves and Burnley. In the Carabao Cup, we actually made it to the semi-finals, only to lose to Chelsea. And in the FA Cup, it was Manchester City who kicked us out. But the impressive part is obviously the fact that Jonathan David has 34-5 this season, +4 in growth. Gittins 29-8. Jennings 20-19. Impressive. Bellingham 13-4. We love to see it. Hato 4-4. But I want to bring in more and more players who have big rumors circulating around them, and the ones that we have right now, there is no guarantee that Jonathan David, Gittins, Bellingham, all these guys will be here until the end. The more high-profile player I find who is linked to a club, and many people are talking about it, more players will get replaced, I'll be honest. And here we go. The Premier League money has come in, about 100 million. And there he comes. Mendi is the next signing for our team. I think a lot of people know exactly why. Well, this man, as confirmed by Romano, has agreed to sign with Arsenal. And that is quite a move if you ask me. Mendi comes in for 60 million. Initially, Liverpool was expected to sign this man. It was kind of guaranteed. Many people saw it as a guaranteed transfer, but then it didn't work out. But now he is actually joining Arsenal, and I truly believe he could fix a lot of the issues that Arsenal have, allow someone like Declan Rice to play in a more attacking role, which in my opinion is much better. I feel like he should be in a more attacking role rather than playing the 6. You're losing out on so many of his abilities in terms of like his passing play, in terms of his ball striking. I mean, we have all seen what he can do when he strikes the ball against Real Madrid. But if you bring in Mendi and then play Declan Rice off of it on like an 8 position, that's going to be interesting. And hey, he decided to not join Liverpool at the time. Now he's joining Arsenal. That's completely fine. It's his decision. It's his career. He now joins us at the age of 27 and has some decent stats like 83 defending, 81 dribbling, and 82 passing. No playstyles is a bit shocking though. Now, Jude Pratt has been sold for 40 million to Manchester City. Pay attention to the team. And that man right there is a special player, a man who I have been a huge fan of since he played for AZ Alkmaar. And now it seems like Manchester City will be submitting a formal opening bid to AC Milan for Tijani Rinders. And that man is now becoming a part of our team. Honestly, I always felt like he was an incredible player. Back when he was in the Eredivisie, he looked incredible. And when he joined AC Milan, I just thought, this is the perfect deal. Such a good job by the AC Milan scouts to go ahead and take a chance on him. And he has been playing in the national team now for Netherlands, has been getting a lot more recognition. And if he joins Manchester City, I kind of hate it because he's a sick player, man. He really is. So he comes into our team at a rating of 86. Same age as Mendi, 27 years old. And he has 80 pace, 79 shooting, 83 passing, 86 dribbling, 80 defending, 81 physicality, 6'1" tall. With all these freaking play styles and more, if Manchester City get this man into their lineup, I will really hate to watch it because he's such a player. He's a player that I personally really enjoy watching, and I'd hate to see him play for our rivals. So yeah, Tijani Rinders, please don't go to City. I'd really appreciate that, mate, but it looks like it's gonna happen. And yeah, City just have free reign. They can sign whoever, whenever. It doesn't matter. Rumours FC has done it. 5th position this season, getting Europa League football with 66 points. By the way, Fulham, congrats for 3rd. But let me tell you, the squad is insane. Gittins 90, Jonathan David 89, Rinders 88, Mendi as well, Bellingham up to an 84 rating, Hato 87, Garcia 89. We still have plenty of positions to fill up. And hopefully, with next season's budget, I can actually do that. This season, David once again showcasing why he is an incredible player. Gittins following with 14 and 14. But look at Rinders. That is a box-to-box midfielder if I've ever seen one. Well, I got 137 million to spend, and trust me, it's gonna go well this time. A star is walking into the club, and the reason behind it is, of course, that Frimpong has been talked about quite a lot lately. As you can see right here, understand talks between Liverpool and Jeremy Frimpong's camp over personal terms have advanced again today. And I can tell you, as a Liverpool fan myself, I've been hearing about this all day long, alongside another transfer, which is mental. But for now, it is Frimpong joining into our team, and I am very excited about this. Obviously, since Liverpool have already won the Premier League title, the news circulating around the club are much faster than other clubs at the moment, so it's a lot more prominent. And the reason behind that is, you know, the people at the club can now basically just focus on bringing in new players, focus on the new transfers to get ahead of any other club that is still competing for things and has their focus somewhere else. And Liverpool right now can just go ahead and do what they want. So Frimpong, I'm going to turn him into a right back because I don't want to use him as a right midfielder, even though when Salah goes to the AFCON, I do truly believe that Frimpong could be an option on the right wing as well, which is a position in which he can thrive in, especially with his pace. 26 years old as he comes into our team, 94 pace, 86 dribbling, 76 defending. In terms of defending, I personally would say he is a little bit better than Trent. just due to the fact that he can recover so fast and catch up to any player. But his tackling in itself and like his bodying of opponents, I wouldn't necessarily say it's better. But yeah, he has the ability to recover and, you know, chase people down much faster and help his team that way, while Trent at times seems a little bit slow. But yeah, this is an amazing player that I personally would love to see at Liverpool. Dean Housen is the talk of the town in Madrid as we speak, so we had to sign him because, understand, Dean Housen's camp has landed in Madrid to close the deal with Real. This is a big move, my friends. This guy's moving from Bournemouth to Real Madrid, and they need centre-backs for the future. So Housen comes in now at a rating of 83 into our team. To take over from one of these two, it is going to be Miles. He's the older one. Housen, 83 rated, 78 pace, 73 dribbling, 83 defending, 81 physicality, 6'6", and block, intercept, and slide tackle play styles on him. For me, he was always an incredible talent, especially when it was at AS Roma. Many people talked about him, even though he might have not been getting all that play time. But Housen has been immense, so I personally am not surprised that he is on the move already from Bournemouth, because he has basically achieved all that he could at Bournemouth, and now that next step, Real Madrid, that is some step, and I'm really jealous. I really find the way that Real Madrid is going about in the transfer windows to be very impressive. They're sniping players on the transfer market before their contract run out. They let them know, hey, let your contract run out. We'll get you on a free. Just keep it on the low. And then they go in and sign players on like Housen for just 50 million, which they can pay in 3 installments. So GG Real Madrid, you're doing an incredible job. Now I sold Miles and Murray to get extra funds. England's centre-back Mark Guéhi is one that many teams in the Premier League want to make sure they can sign. And right now it seems like, according to Romano, Tottenham, Chelsea and Newcastle are all keen on signing him. I am very keen on bringing him into our team for just 35 million. This deal has become reality. An 84 rated English centre-back now comes into the starting 11 for us. Has been playing for Crystal Palace for a while now, and he needs a new home. And I gotta say, with him and the possibility of him actually playing for the England national team in that centre-back position for many years to come, it just makes sense that one of the bigger clubs would go ahead and try and sign Guéhi. For whatever reason, I see him in a Chelsea kit in my mind. 27 years old, 6 foot tall, 80 pace, 85 defending, 79 physicality, and he has 4 very, very good play styles on him. So Mark Guéhi, one of the rumored players to move, if not this summer, apparently next summer for free. Quite unbelievable, but Rumours FC have only finished in a 5th position, right behind Chelsea, due to the goal difference. In the FA Cup, it was done in the semi-finals against Arsenal, and in the Carabao Cup, it was Aston Villa who stopped us. But most importantly, in the Europa League semi-final, we got kicked out by FC Porto, who are now facing Lille in the finale to beat them 1-0. So despite putting all these players who have transfer rumors circulating around them into one team, we have been unsuccessful. And I gotta tell you, I'm really surprised that this team hasn't gotten Champions League football. It's actually insane. Jennings, you're the next one I'm looking at. I need to fix that position, but man, I need to win things soon enough. Statistically, David and also Gittins have delivered alongside Jennings. Rinders again 10 and 9. But our centre-back got 5 goals. 162 million this season, lads. The biggest transfer of them all. The one that everyone seems to be wanting to buy as we speak. Florian Vietz is joining into Rumours FC. Why? Well, it is because Bayern Munich at 9 AM, Manchester City at 12 PM, then it is Liverpool at 7 PM, and then it's Real Madrid at 2 AM. That picture just shows everything right now when it comes to Florian Vietz and the transfer move. It is crazy to see. So many teams want him. Obviously, with Xabi Alonso moving over to the likes of Real Madrid, it makes so much sense that Real Madrid would go ahead and pick him up. But then you wonder, where does he play? I guess it would kind of like they would have to rework the formation so that he fits into it. If you let go of someone like Rodrigo, you can play him as a right attacking midfielder, have Mbappe in that striking position and Vini on the left-hand side. But apparently, Xabi wants to play 3 at the back at Real Madrid, which again changes a lot of everything about Real Madrid basically. But we'll see how that goes. But then you have Bayern Munich, who have been wanting to sign Florian Vietz for such a long time. They want to combine Vietz and Musiala in one team, and that would be insane. So if that happens, that's crazy. But then Manchester City wants to sign him to replace KDB, become the next big and best midfielder in the Premier League. And I can see that as well. Now, for me, I signed him to turn him into a right wing, lads. I have to put him into the right wing position. There is no other position right now. He will be playing on that right-hand side. He has played plenty of times on both wings, actually, in that Xabi Alonso setup. Sometimes he drifts off to the left, sometimes he drifts off to the right, and combines with anyone and everyone in the best way possible. In this team, we're going to utilize him on that right wing, and it should be okay. But, man, it is crazy. And lately, it's been like him going to Liverpool, which I personally, as a Liverpool fan, I'm like, what? How is that even going to happen? Because you will have to pay over 100 million for him. I just don't see that happening. If Liverpool does that, bro, I am buying 3 of his jerseys. 1 for the home kit, 1 for the away kit, and 1 for the third. Finally, the lads have qualified for Champions League football, but the Premier League title hasn't been won yet. The squad itself is looking world-class. Vietz up to a 94, Bellingham 87. I mean, this team, every single one is a transfer rumor. Oh, Garcia is injured. Hopefully, he'll be back soon enough. And we have kept a couple of the backups as well. You can see right here, 30 goals from David, 29 and 16 from Gittins, 18 and 9 from Vietz in 46 games. Bellingham steps up, Rinders steps up, Mendi does it, and Jennings as the backup, 86 rated. We love to see it. And the next player is Semeno. As we go into the new season, the Bournemouth attacker has been linked to, of course, Manchester United. They are interested in potentially bringing in Semeno into that attacking force, and for us, he's signing for about 32 million. I definitely overpaid, but I'm actually very happy about this signing as we are strengthening up the bench, because in the last video, I saw a comment that said, starting 11, Champions League, bench, Sunday League. And that is something that I'm trying to avoid, at least today. I'll probably forget the next video. How about this one, my friends? Gyökeres is the one we are signing up next. How's that for a backup player? I think that is pretty good if you ask me. But lads, here we go. This is the reason why Arsenal are reportedly on the verge of agreeing a 60 million deal to sign Gyökeres. And that kind of surprises me. 60 million only, really. But anyways, Gyökeres is now coming into our team for just 70 million. In this case, though, he is already at his max potential. He comes in at a rating of 88, which is insane. I can't believe when was the last time I signed a player this good as a backup? This is insane. 88 rated Gyökeres, 93 pace, 88 shooting, 84 dribbling, 91 physicality, 4 very good play styles, and someone that can definitely put up a fight against David there for that position. But obviously, Jonathan David has been the main man, has grown to a 92, and I still have about 40 million to spend. Angelo Stella is one of the best upcoming midfielders in European football. One on the down low that many teams should be signing. And right now, it seems like Real Madrid have him as one of their options for their midfield. And I'm telling you right now, they are not the only ones. A lot of Premier League clubs are also interested in this kid, and whoever gets him is getting an incredible player, in my opinion. I've seen him play for Stuttgart plenty of times, and I'm amazed by his ability. Honestly, I cannot wait to see which team he actually joins, but that is it. I had over 115 million to spend, and I have gone ahead and signed all these players. 150. I think I just said 115. But anyways, Stella comes in now with the Tiki Taka Plus, which he already has. Incisive pass, long ball pass, press proven, I mean, there are not many players that do have playstyle pluses in this game, but this guy already has one. Left-footed, can take set pieces, amazing passing on him. Not a skiller or anything like that, but generally speaking, an amazing player that people should be looking after. Season's done. Rumours FC have finally won the Premier League title, which is obviously something we have been trying to achieve for a while. In the FA Cup, lads, well, we got kicked out somewhere in the round 6 against MK Dons. Congratulations to them. In the Carabao Cup, it was the end against who? Let me see. I believe it was quite early on. Oh my god, when did we get kicked out? Bro, where are we? I honestly don't even know. We must have gotten kicked out at some point around here. I have no idea. But then, when it comes to the biggest one of them all, of course, the Champions League. Well, we are seeing our team in the first position in the league phase. In the round of 16, Wolfsburg kicked out. Quarterfinals, AC Milan 4-3, close one. Semi-finals, Benfica 4-2. And now facing Bayern Munich. This is going to be quite a battle. And this is the squad. We have Gittins on a 93, David 93 as well, Vietz 94, Job on an 88 at this stage, Mendi 93, Rinders 91. Both these guys 31 years old, by the way. Hausen didn't manage to get to the 90. It's okay. Hato 91, Gehi 90, Frimpong 90, Juan Garcia 93. And then on the bench, Gyökeres, Jennings, Semeno, Stella, and more. This is quite the team, and I cannot wait to use it. Who do you believe, out of all those players that you've just seen, is going to be the best performing one when he does make the move that people are expecting? I am actually really interested in seeing what happens the most to Florian Vietz. This is the one that could make a huge difference for me. Look, I'm born in Munich. I've been a Bayern Munich supporter all my life, basically. So if he goes to Bayern Munich, I'll be buzzing. Vietz and Musiala in the same team is going to be crazy. But then again, if he goes to the Premier League and happens to somehow join Liverpool, I would lose my mind as well. So we'll see what happens there. I think he's the highest profile in between all these players. Jonathan David 40-9, Gittins 29-18. Vietz has performed well, 30 goal contributions. Mendi from CDM, quite impressive. Job doing well. It is time to take this team onto the pitch against the Bayern Munich squad. And they have who? Duran, Cunha, Musiala, Olise. By the way, Olise has been cooking all year at Bayern Munich. As soon as that deal was announced, I told people he's going to do better than Musiala in terms of numbers, and it has shown. He is absolutely clutch for this team. Palhinha and Pavlovic at CDM. Incapia has joined them. Christensen has come in. Balde is playing right back. Okay. Chouameni on the bench. All right. Let's take on this Bayern Munich team. Bayern could be through here. I am putting in terrible tackles. Olise, shot. First one belongs to Bayern. Nice, Tijani. 2 tackles. Gittins now sprinting away. Vietz, upwards run, please. Thank you very much. Vietz, back over to Gittins. It's not the best of passes, I'll tell you that much. But Gittins is a strong enough player to keep this going. Far post! Jonathan David scores those flat crosses. I want to thank the viewers for actually telling me about these. They have been quite useful, and now it has all worked out. By the way, sorry about the fact that we're wearing these ugly generated kits. EA, you need to do a better job with these ones, man. The standard ones that you get when you create a club, make them like black and white and somewhat sick looking. I have forgotten to choose the home kit, which is a whole another issue. Before games start, let's reintroduce the step where you have to choose the kits. Who was bothered by that? Uh-oh. I'm getting cooked. I am getting cooked. Jamal, thank you. No! What the? Oh my god, I thought I conceded. I already gave up. I dropped my controller at that stage, but somehow I have not conceded, but I might still. Hold on a second. We're not done. Yeah, we're not done. It's 1-1. Wow. Alrighty then. John Duran makes it 1-1. Rinders, solid pass. Wow. Beautiful. Off we go. Bino Gittins with all the pace in the world, and Oblak with the best hands in the game, it seems. Vietz whips it in. Oh, get here at the near post. Oh, Bayern. Dangerous. Very freaking dangerous. What is happening? Oh, no. Bro, I'm getting dominated by this freaking Bayern Munich team. I gotta tell you, I need to do better. Let's step up our efforts here. Ooh, was that offside? It was not. What? You're going to blow the whistle. You are kidding me. He didn't raise his flag. That's not offside. Actually, it was offside. He just didn't raise his flag. That's what it is. Rinders. Gittins. Zubi. Mendi. Well done. Jonathan David hits it. Saved. Oblak. I really have something against you, pal. 90. Oh, go on. Go on. Go on, make a run, Jonathan. I'll find you, Jonathan David. No way you're not scoring that. Bro, you just got the best pass possible and you're not scoring that. Seriously. Oh my god. I'm going to lose this game. I'm going to sub him off. Gyökeres is going to get his chance. Unless... I was maybe hoping I could curl it past him there, but I couldn't. Anyways, we're going to go into extra time, aren't we? I really hope I can avoid penalties. I want to win this game. So Gyökeres comes on. Vietz drops into center midfield. Down the right comes... Actually, no. Semeno comes down the right. Jennings comes down the left. Stella goes into CDM. And Herbert? Let's bring on Herbert. Why not? For Hausen. Oh. Gyökeres. Oh. Why did I do the second skill move? Go. Go. Yes. Gyökeres instantly off of kickoff. They had kickoff and bottled it. This man has just been waiting for his moment. I really wonder where he's going to go, man. Whichever team picks up Gyökeres, I think he's not going to regret it. Oh, yes. Vietz. Sending Gyökeres on the run. It's going to be another one for him. Wow. Did not expect that. I got to tell you. I should have played him all the time. He's lower rated, but he's just better. He really is. And that is it, my friends. Rumours FC have won the Champions League. And there they are. The champions have 2 trophies on the bus. The biggest one of them all is obviously right there alongside the Premier League title. And based on the performances this season, who is winning the Ballon d'Or? It's Bino Gittins. I thought it was going to be Johnny David? Jonathan David. Anyways... all 3 of our attackers have been nominated, as you can tell, and Bino Gittins is the one to pick up the golden ball, the Ballon d'Or. And seeing that, and also seeing that Lamine Yamal has once again done extremely well against Espanyol Barcelona, securing the domestic treble for Barca, I believe he might be up for it, you know? I don't know. It's a bit of an odd one, but Lamine is definitely up for it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had tons of fun compiling these players that are rumored to leave their squads into one team and seeing how good they could be. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Take care and peace.